We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We just recorded 30 minutes, but we're going to run it back because we wasn't recorded properly.
I think we lost all of that footage. All from one person anyway, so wouldn't make sense if we played it back.
Not bad. Not bad, boys.
It's all good. It's all good.
So good. But I think that first part of the conversation would have been good as well, because we were talking about like stock plugins, talking about a few different things really.
Names.
Yeah.
Toxic biohazard, morphine, heroin.
Let me go through some of the
crazy plugin names for FL.
Let me go through them.
Yeah, because we were saying. There were some hidden gems that I haven't really used before, and I just seen a couple of people cooking up with them in tutorials, and then it just got me checking out their stock plugins again. I think it was because I was cooking up in the coffee shop and I didn't have access to all my usual plugins. I was just forced to use the stock ones. I actually made some fire beats with them. I can't remember one of the names. Toxic Biohazard was definitely one. I know.
So there's
you might know the second
Autogun,
one.
Bass drum, beep map, boo bass, direct wave, drum pad, FLKs, FL Slayer, Flex.
Flex is sick.
Yeah, Flex is good. GMS, Harmless, Harmer, Kepler, Morphine, Ogun. Did you use that? Ogun?
It's quite a few.
Oh wait, is it this one?
I didn't use it the other day though.
Is it PO Zone? POI and then Zone?
Oh yeah, like Poison. That's the one. Yeah.
Poison, yeah.
So I was using that and Toxic Biohazard. They're actually pretty sick.
Yeah,
they're quite low key as well. I haven't really seen anyone pull them up before.
Yeah. Yeah, they are sick. And Ocean's got his all the Logic stock ones too.
To be fair, we ain't got no cool names like that, man. It's just Steinway grand piano, guitar, like shit like that.
Yeah,
keeping it simple.
Even the Synths, it's not that.
Yeah, do you not have Synths like that where there's like obviously you can pull up a piano if you need a piano, but do you not have like banks where it's like 100 presets in there?
Nah, not really. I'm looking through it now, and it seems to just be they got synthesizer, but then it's just like experimental, rhythmic, plucked, pad, lead, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not really like FL in that way.
Oh, okay.
It just seems to be a lot of modelled sounds.
We'll take that
like
extra
for example,
point
we got the
FL
TR. What was I using today? The Roland TR 909, the Roland TR 808, 606, etc.
Oh, so you've got like the classics, like the 909 and 808. They like the actual sounds as well, like the emulations of them. Yeah,
so the way it opens up, it doesn't open up like an actual synth. It just opens up in like one of Logic's stock things.
Oh, okay.
With the sounds loaded in.
Yeah.
I think the same thing with the pianos in that. What? Favorite synth to use, like paid or unplayed?
Well, classic synth, like hardware synth, even if it's an emulation of it.
Oh.
You know, like the Juno. Moog.
I do like the Juno, man. I think the Juno, even though like it's kind of limited compared to an Arturia Polybrute, but I just feel like the synth sounds just always. I don't know, they got a feeling to it. Even the emulations. Oh, but Moog stuff actually man. Moog stuff slap. I've got this Moog plugin called Moog Mariana. I use it for my basses, I'd say like 90% of the time. And it always hits. It's so sick. It's so
the Moog basses are sick. Especially when you use the actual hardware version. Yeah.
And you can customize it and everything. Yeah, one of the best plugins for me right now.
Yeah. There's I haven't tapped into like a lot of them. I still use Arturia, but sometimes you're just flicking through presets so you don't even know what synth you're using. You're just grabbing presets. I was having some fun with the DX7 recently. That was like quite good for. We were using it, weren't we? We were using it for like new jazz beats. That was pretty sick. I like using that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's nice to
Have you experimented? I was going to say, have you experimented with oh no, gosh, My bad.
All right, I was just going to quickly say that sometimes it's nice with Arturia. Instead of opening up Analog Labs, actually open up the synth directly.
Just the
and
synth,
flick through the sounds that way. And you'll find like some really good ones in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've literally, as you were saying that, I was just going through all the ones that come like with Analog Lab, like as like standalone ones, and there are some good ones. Just looking at the is it the Whirly?
You know, if you open the standalone, are there extra presets in that, or is everything inside of Analog Lab?
I think everything's in Analog Labs.
Is it? Because you can, like you said, you can pull up the actual plugins separately, can't you? Like you could just open a DX7 and use everything in there. But I don't know if that's any different to actually just use an Analog Lab for everything.
I think it's easier, like with some of the VSTs, like they got good like built-in effects. Like I'm looking at the Whirly now, and it's like at the bottom of the UI, they've got all these cool like pedals attached to it that you can like turn on and change the routing of them and stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Processing.
Yeah.
Got ya. But on a side note, did you guys see? You know that kid who does cook-ups just really fast. Did you see he was banned from FL?
Oh yeah.
I didn't read into it, so I don't know if it's legit.
What? Why is he banned?
Because he was using.
Let me see if I can find the
he
post
was using
so
like.
Butcher.
He was using like some shortcuts that wasn't FL shortcuts. Like he patched them in somehow, like with code or something. And then obviously he was posting these speed runs, and he was using his own shortcuts to make it quicker or something. So they banned him from FL. I was like, why would they do that? Like he's probably given them so much traffic.
FL Studio literally said you can't use our DAW anymore.
They banned his license. Yeah. So next time he logged into FL, he had this like pop up that basically said what LB said. So they revoked his license. I didn't know if he was just trolling or not.
Any sense? Why would that?
I've never heard.
It was a third-party
in your own plugins. But I mean, like, why is that a bad thing? If that makes your workflow better,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Why would they be offended
we
by
don't
that?
know.
It's so stupid. I saw but I've seen loads of people do it, again? Just not on that kind of level. I've seen like there's a guy in my community. He made like some kind of like coding where it, you know, like you make a melody. And then it loops it out for you, like it stems it all out, and then puts the gaps between all the stems, and it does it all for you with like one click.
Oh yeah.
It's not like something
that's amazing.
That. Yeah, he's still tweaking it, but he says like, yeah, that's something
he needs
he's
to share that
one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he said that he's quite a scientist behind the scenes. Like he writes the scripts for it, because that's one thing I never tapped into either. When like FL introduced all the scripts, didn't they, for like different things you can do, like chord progressions and loads of stuff really, but I never like looked into it to see what the capabilities were. But it sounds like you can do loads of stuff with it.
Quite slowly like just putting like loads of companies out of business, because they got the chord generator, and then they've got the stem separator.
Oh yeah.
And then they've got what else have they got? I think they've just got loads of stuff now, and they just loads of little built-in
AI mastering now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's AI mastering, but they've got inbuilt mastering.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got everything.
FL is probably the most popular DAW though, because every time I see content, I'd say 90% of the time it's in FL Studio.
Yeah.
It seems to be like the most visually appealing to someone who doesn't make music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair on ImageSign as well, like I think they're better with the community now than they were. Like I've noticed they get a bit more involved, and they listen to people as well. So like when people ask for updates, I think they do make those changes, and all the updates are free as well. So like there's always new FL updates. I don't know how many big ones they do each year. Maybe it's just one, but there's always like a good amount of changes that they add in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I don't use other DAWs. I don't know if other DAWs are really tapped in like that, where they're actually making all the changes that people want.
I feel like Ableton probably is. They seem to be boots on the ground.
Ableton looks sick actually. Like obviously I've FL gang all the way, but I do appreciate other DAWs as well. Like Ableton looks sick. Like when I watch the people cook up with Ableton, there's some cool stuff that you can do that you can't really do in FL. Like I can't remember who it was, but someone was like bringing in a percussion loop, and there was just like a couple clicks that he was doing, and it would like completely flip the loop, where it would just like add a lot of texture to it and warp it. They have all these like warp settings where you can like just add some interesting texture to your sounds. I haven't really seen that in FL.
Yeah, it's like Varispeed or something, isn't it? I can't remember the guy, but I've seen the guy on Instagram doing it.
Could be something like that.
Yeah, you just like drag a sample in and then bring the Varispeed down, and it just makes it sound totally different.
Yeah, I think it was that. I might have to try one day, just cooking up in Ableton, just to see what I can
I'm
make.
gonna do a video on that. Trying to learn it again. I think so. Because I've been watching a lot of tutorials, and they seem to be on Ableton as well. So just why not? I feel like I should be able to have a better understanding on how to use it now.
Yeah.
If Logic stopped existing, what DAW would you go to?
Probably Ableton, because it seems closer to Logic than FL in terms of the workflow. I like that everything is kind of in your face. Whereas
I guess
FL,
so.
you constantly, well, maybe you're not, but when I was using it, it seemed like you do your drums in one window, then you need to go to another window to do your mixing and stuff. But Ableton, what I like is that they got the plugins like right underneath, and you can just tweak all of them, and they're all there at the same time.
That's true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta get used to that with FL actually, like floating between the channel rack and the playlist, and then the mixer as well.
Yeah,
but when you know the shortcuts as well, like like F7 for piano roll, and like all the Fs, like they just bring up like the channel rack or the playlist. So once you know them, it's like
I
quick.
never press F for a shortcut. I don't think I've pressed my F keys in years. Only for like brightness and volume, and that's it. There's like the least touch
just sat there
collecting
collecting
probably
dust.
Like the cleanest keys.
Everything else is clean.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
In fact, they're the most dusty for sure.
Every other key's been worn down. All the letters are rubbing off, apart from the F keys.
Command.
Pristine.
I feel sorry for command, man.
Oh yeah, command gets rinsed.
Just looking at what
on
the
Mac
first...
as well. It's easier on Windows in FL because you just hit like F7 and it takes you to piano roll. But with Mac you have to hit, is it like FN and then F7? I forgot what the button is, but it adds an extra step.
Yeah,
might be a way to change it, but I found it was an extra step in Mac. And then sometimes I'll be using my Mac for a bit, and then I'll come back to my Windows and I'll be trying to press the keys like it's Mac. Like I mix up the shortcuts sometimes. It proper messes with me.
But you see, when you use your Mac, have you ever thought about getting a mouse and just bringing along a normal keyboard so you don't ever have to use the Mac keyboard?
Yeah, I've thought about it, but the whole purpose of the Mac was to just travel with it. So I just wanted to get used to using the trackpad, just to be able to use the laptop, like I just wanted to be able to cook up properly, like wherever I am. So when I'm at home, I've got my mouse and keyboard and everything, but sometimes you could be in a coffee shop or in the airport or wherever you are, you just want to make a beat, don't you? So I wanted to get familiar with the trackpad a bit more.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. Just looking at the first ever DAW to ever come out. Take a guess at what year the first ever DAW came out.
DAW.
95.
Is this including recording software for vocals, or is this strictly producing?
Just I've just typed in when was the first DAW released, and this is what it's come up. I haven't really looked into the.
I'm gonna guess somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna say.
What
late before?
Earlier.
Like 2000s.
No, earlier.
Oh.
Well, when did people stop recording direct to like tape and vinyl? That
I'd
would have
say
been like
they still
maybe?
did that. It's before that too. It's 1977.
I'll guess 85.
Oh wow.
What? 77.
Yeah, it was called Soundstream, and it is like its own unit, and it's got like, you can see it's got like a little sequencer in there. Just type in Soundstream DAW or something into Google.
This is gonna hurt my eyes. I feel like this is gonna be horrible.
It's like it's just
Sounds
two-tone,
strange.
just black and then like black and green. It looks so
you
crazy.
know, before you even said that, that's exactly how I pictured it in my head.
Yeah.
Downstream DAW.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
like
this
with
I
green.
knew it was something like
Yeah.
this.
That one.
It looks like
yeah, that one.
you know when you're in the hospital,
Yep.
you've got the blood thing connected.
It does, yeah.
Oh
heartbeat.
yeah, like
a
your heart monitor.
Heart monitor, yeah.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that. I can imagine the pattern though.
Yeah, drill.
Can you imagine
drill
see it
people
on there.
getting gassed over this as well?
I bet
I
it was
know,
like
yeah.
proper like 10-bit crappy sounds as well, just like not even a sound, just like some weird computer glitchy sound or something.
Oh,
It's like
there's
the
one
Team
here
Air
where the screen is
playlist or
touchscreen.
Team R2R.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. Team R2.
Remember when you used to? They love those, like, I don't even know what you call those beats, but 8-bit.
Mm.
It's just like the crack music has its own genre, doesn't it? Crack plugin
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Have you
Should
guys
try and make-
used?
that would be a funny tutorial actually, making like a crack plugin type beat. Just like it's all like just those synthy sounds, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen? Have you guys used? Not to say this is what it sounds like, but it just reminded me. Have you used Louis' VST yet? It's really good. Sounds
How you
sarcastic
went
at the
into that.
It's only
start.
on FL.
Yeah, it's on. I think they made a Ableton version as
Yeah.
well, but it's really good.
The one in Patcher. It's sick,
Yeah.
isn't it? The one that generates one shots.
Yeah, just like unlimited
Yeah,
presets.
it was interesting, man. Yeah, he showed it me on a call, like showed me behind the hood, and it looks crazy behind the hood. You know when he actually shows you Patcher and you can see everything linked up.
Yeah, he ran me through everything. I was like, "Fuck, man, how long does this take to make?" He was like, "Don't ask, don't even ask."
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people that remake plugins through Patcher as well. Like Patcher's actually a hidden gem. Or not even like that hidden anymore, but I definitely don't use it much. But have you seen when people like remake plugins, they'll like make a
Yeah.
version of RC20 or they'll
Seen
make
that
like
one,
a
yeah.
version of Soothe EQ, and it's just like Patcher just linking like loads of different stock plugins together and EQs and everything. So
Yeah.
on the surf, I don't know if you've seen it, Ocean, but Patcher is basically a plugin in FL that allows you to link anything to anything within FL, essentially. So you could have Patcher open on a mixer channel, and usually you only have like 9 mixer slots, is it 9 or 10? But in Patcher you could just load up as many different things as you want, and then you have like arrows that connect to everything. So you could have like reverb connected to an EQ that connects to compression, that connects to a third-party plugin, or all these different things linked up. So when you like people are like recreating plugins just using Patcher and all the stock plugins, so then you can just
Yeah.
download their Patcher preset, and then you've got like a version of a good plugin. It's pretty crazy what they're doing with it.
Interesting. Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's mad.
It sounds really cool.
And I swear they've got like their
Those guys that
own-
make it must spend so much time.
Yeah, I swear they've got like the extra effects in there as well, like stock ones that aren't, you can't just put into the put onto a mixer
really?
channel. I think so. Yeah, I think Larry O might have posted a reel about it, or BusyWorks Beats or someone. They went into Patcher and then
Okay.
ran through all these other like extra effect plugins and stuff that you can pull in, and VSTs and stuff. Kind of
Yeah.
like hidden ones. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I need to check it out properly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it
It
now.
looks
but
crazy though.
Struggling. Yeah, I think I've seen some people make like presets for like vocal. So they'll make like a Travis Scott Patcher thing, and they'll sell it on their website. So it's like a preset, like a pre-made Patcher thing. It's like got the auto tune and all
like
the
a mixing
effects.
chain.
Yeah, essentially.
That's pretty sick.
Something
Yeah.
I've been doing recently is basically making effect chains. It's not quite the same as a Patcher, because I'm guessing with Patcher you can constantly tweak how it sounds. But with the effect chain, it's basically maybe 5 or 6 different plugins, all set in different ways, but then it gives a specific kind of effect. Well,
Yeah.
I know what effect it gives. So for example, I might drag in an audio. It sounds cool, but I just want to spice it up. So I just put on my effect chain, and then it turns it into something completely new. And so I have like a bunch of these saved now.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I've done, sometimes if I remember to do it, I'll do it, or if I'm like doing it for a kit, because I've done like some mixing preset kits, for example. But it saves so much time, doesn't it? Like, say for example, if you have a certain process that you do to a live guitar, you could just drag that preset change straight on. Or if you need like a vintage sound, whatever it is, saves loads of time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Need to remember to do that more.
Yeah, it's hard to remember, innit? Like, you can get so much out of just one beat. Like, you can take the MIDI from the melody. You can take even like beat builders now. You know, you just take like all the perks that you put in the beat in the open hats and stuff, and then bounce them out into like one thing, so people can just drag them in. And then you've got like 808 MIDI, hi-hat MIDI, fucking one shot, just anything, presets, mixing presets. You can get so much from one beat.
Could happen as well if you just throw that into an AI and teach the AI how to put it together. Just like take one from this folder, one perk group from this folder, one melody from this folder. From all, you know what? From every single beat you've made, right? Let's say you've made 1,000 beats, and there's 1,000 melodies in there. You split all those melodies up into stems, throw it into the AI. Just tell the AI to pitch it to the same pitch, so they're all, let's say, A minor, and make a random combination of all the stems that you've ever put in. So let's say you have a folder for like your chords, your lead, your accents or whatever. Just randomize it. You could probably get like 10,000 melodies. I mean, actually, my maths is off. I don't actually know, but you could get a lot of melodies from it, and maybe definitely. Like 10% of it will be good. But then you could probably train it to the point where it's like 90% of it is good. Then you tell it now, let's just throw in these drums. Take one, like I said, one perk, one 808. Then you could just print beats. You don't even have to make beats anymore. Just print it out.
Yeah, you're right.
If, let's say, like AI was making tutorials and they basically just took away the entire tutorial market, but like our channels were good, and let's say, well, I was saying basically, if views weren't a thing and you weren't having to think about like what's popping, what's the next trending thing, and you could just make whatever content, like whatever style, you know, just purely off of what you really want to make. Like what would be the content you'd make for YouTube?
I would make maybe a mix of like lifestyle. It'd probably just be the stuff that I actually do in my daily life. Like I like going to the gym, I like making music. It would just be like some sort of blend of just music and my life. It wouldn't be I don't think it would always be like tutorials on like how to make a specific thing, because kind of become slaves to the algorithm, don't we? Like we're all guilty of it. Like if people drop a new project, it's like, right, let me do a video on this, even though you might not be feeling like making that certain track. So it would just be like whatever I feel like cooking up, I'm just gonna film that, no matter what genre it is, no matter what I'm doing. Maybe get some lifestyle stuff in there as well. So just whatever I'm doing in my life, I think. What would yours be?
Yeah, it's probably similar, to be fair. I used to love making, like back when I was during COVID, I used to just love making, just getting the camera out and just kind of filming the whole day, and then just piecing it together later, coming up with some kind of, I'd always have to think of some kind of topic to talk about that would be good for a title. But something like that, I just really, I always used to enjoy like Kyle Beats' kind of vlogs where it's just wake up, coffee, get in the studio, make beats, and it's filmed really nicely, and you know, you really sort of think about the angles and trying to make it look dead cinematic. So I have way more fun making those kind of videos, and even editing them are really fun to edit, because you're really thinking about it, then you're not just thinking, okay, what's going to make sense for a tutorial. So probably that.
100%.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that. I think those kind of videos back in the days were fun. You just turn on the camera and you just document in the day. You're not even planning ahead. You just, whatever happens. It was more spontaneous.
Yeah.
Why did you stop the lifestyle stuff? Because I feel like a lot of people were doing it at one point, if you think like obviously Kyle was doing it, Ed was doing his stuff with the coffee in the morning, you were doing your stuff with like oats, and you know there's definitely more like vlogging involved. But what made you stop?
I think YouTube kind of shifted away from that content. It just wasn't, in order to grow, it was a bit more difficult to grow with that kind of content. It was good in the beginning, but yeah, as you see now, like the algorithm is different. Shorts is out.
Yeah.
Videos are different, are more storytelling or a bit faster paced than usual. Like I watched a couple of those videos from back in the day. They are a lot slower.
Yeah.
There's a lot more dead space in it. Sometimes for a creative choice, sometimes because I didn't really know any better in terms of retention.
Yeah.
But that kind of video just won't fly anymore. It has to be something a little bit different, I think. Even if you're going to do like a vlog style, I think it's maybe a bit... It's possible, but you've got to live an interesting life. I don't think...
Yeah, for sure.
You might have an anomaly like a Sam Sulek, but there's a reason why he's doing well. He looks great. I don't want to say crazy, but you know what I mean. Like he just looks like a specimen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But... or why Turbos works is because he's living such an interesting life. Like he's around the rappers, he's doing his thing. I don't know if it's gonna work.
And there's a lot of people that travel that can blow up with those types of videos where it's just like 45 minutes of vlogging, but these people who are like traveling around the world, so people get to see places that they've never seen before. So that's a bit more understandable.
It's kind of like a lifestyle you aspire to.
It's still a story being told. Yeah. If you're just a regular guy just living his day-to-day life, the reach might not be there, or it's just going to take a lot longer to grow. You might need to bring people to your videos rather than YouTube promoting you.
I think it's more of as well. It's kind of as having that USP, like you said, with like Sam Sulek. You see the thumbnail, and you're like, "Fucking hell, this guy's massive." And then you look at his videos, and they are just dead basic, not edited. But you watch it because it's him. He's really chilled on camera, like real good at talking on camera. Gives a lot of value away, and even in the talking sections, he's not just like chatting shit. And then same with like producing. Maybe if you were just like an unreal producer who just had so much knowledge on like beat making and had all these little tricks and stuff that not everyone is advanced enough to use. And you're really good at talking on camera and just putting that information across. Maybe that would be like something that people would sit and watch, something that people would sit and watch and actually like can sit and just watch a dead basically edited video, and watch it that way. But I think it'll take something.
Or maybe
quite
if you were
big.
like a producer who worked his sessions with like big artists a lot, where it was just something that people wouldn't normally see. So like your whole vlog was like, oh, you're there with Kendrick Lamar cooking up, and then you with the next artist, like something like that would be sick.
Yeah, definitely.
But that was
a
good time though. The oats in the morning and that.
Man, that was a sick run.
That was fun content to make for me, for sure. Not like now it's dead or something. Now it's fine too, but back then it was nice as well.
Yeah, I hear that. I think it was good. To be fair,
a simple time. Happy time.
But to be fair though, man, those videos were so easy to watch. I remember just like I used to actually sit and watch most of them because it was so like, you just sort of take you through the day.
Power Beats one.
Yeah, it was so nice
definitely.
to watch, man. Yeah.
I went back the other day.
Huh?
I went back the other day and watched some of like my old videos. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of cringe. When I watched some of the early ones anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man. There was this one I watched the other day, It was my ex-girlfriend. She was making a beat. Oh man. I was watching
I think I've seen that one.
I was watching I was just like, this is not good, man. This is... I think I was just so... I was so mean, man. She literally said something like, "Oh, this is my best beat," and I'm like, "Yeah, because it's your first one." And she's like, "Yeah, it's my first one." I'm like, "Oh God, bro, why was I so harsh?"
Oh man,
for no reason.
Which video was this? Which one was this?
This was ages ago, like 2019.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We have to watch that one.
You must have had an argument the night before or something. You were letting out some inner demons then, weren't you?
There was this one moment, yeah, she's making a melody, but she's using the drum pads on the MIDI keyboard to make the melody. And in the video, my facial expressions is just like, what the fuck is she doing? Why is she doing this? And I'm literally like, bro, it's not even that deep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, some videos I look back at and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie, I've looked back at some and I thought, whoa, how did I think to make a beat like that? That's actually kind of cool.
I've done that before. One thing I noticed with my early ones, I think I thought, like, when you start YouTube, I think maybe like my very first few videos I was kind of chill when I was talking, but you could tell I was maybe quite nervous. And then a little bit further in, I thought, oh, maybe I have to be more enthusiastic, and I started like speaking really loud. I've noticed like when I watch, not as loud as LOB in his first video, but somewhere in between. Classic. Like what I am now and what that was.
Yeah.
But I've just noticed I'll go back and I'm like, yo, what's good, people? I'm just like, yo, just chill out, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So I cringe at some of the old videos, but it's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
You just get better with it over time, innit? We're probably all around 500-600 mark on videos now, right? It's like natural to us.
Yeah.
When we
tell
that's
true.
true.
Done now.
Although saying that, man, I still feel like I can't.
like
for some reason, I can't speak to the camera when I'm on my own. Like I speak and I stutter like so much, and I have to re-say the same sentences so many times. Yeah, and then when I'm in a session, because there's other people around, and maybe I'm doing like a piece to camera, I'll just, even if it's like not the best take, I don't know, maybe I just overthink it and I'm like too much of a like perfectionist, when even though there's like no such thing. But yeah, when we're just like when we're cooking up together in a session, I can just do it dead quick and easy. But it takes forever by myself.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I do the same as well, to be fair. And I still show more enthusiasm like when I'm making videos compared to if I'm just talking. Because I don't know if you have to, but I just always feel like when I'm making videos, like maybe I should show some enthusiasm. Because, you know, like if I just recorded like we were just talking now, it might seem like I'm bored in my own video. Does that make sense? Or if you're doing like an ad for someone, a sponsored video, I'm not just like, yes, I've got this plugin, it's kind of sick, you know, it's alright. Like, you show a bit of enthusiasm, don't you? So
yeah,
it's hard to find that balance, I think.
Yeah, it is, for sure. Yeah. Thinking it would be cool to
try one of the older videos.
I tried something kind of similar recently, just a vlog style kind of stuff in Thailand. It did okay.
How did that go?
Yeah, it did alright. It did okay. I wasn't really expecting much from it, but it did okay.
Was that the one you did in the gym?
Nah, it's yeah, I was in the gym for like half of the video. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be fun to do that again. I think it was just easy during COVID because you had so much time, and basically no distractions. You had nothing else to do apart from either be productive or do fuck all. That you just got so much more done in the day.
That's true.
So you could just try loads of different styles.
Literally, man. As soon as you said that, all the fuck all stuff came back to my head of what I was doing. What the hell was I doing playing PS1? Playing like FIFA 98.
Oh man, was that your thing during COVID?
Well, I done some. I don't know why I was playing FIFA 98 and shit like that. But I'm trying to think like what else did I do? But I know it's just some random shit. What was that guy? Tiger King.
Oh, Tiger King. Yeah, we're all watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember Clubhouse as well. Everyone was on Clubhouse for a bit. I remember that. I was on. Yeah, what weird shit did I do in COVID? It was like Clubhouse for a little while, and then something happened with Clubhouse. I can't remember what it was, but I think someone spread some like fake news or something about videos leaking, or they got hacked, or something happened, and then a lot of people stopped using it. It was only like popping for like a short period of time. One of the weirdest things well, it's not that weird, but I let my girlfriend cut my hair because all the barbers were closed, and fucking hell.
How did it go?
Terrible.
Oh man.
The first one she did was okay. It was like almost there, but when you're doing a fade, it's like it's hard, man. You could just see like the line around my head, so I just have to keep wearing a hat. Yeah.
Oh,
is that why you always wore hats? Because I remember those. I think it was the first time we linked up. You did like the intro without a hat, and then all the comments were like, "Oh, it's Jay Capless" or something like that.
Oh yeah. Do you know? Nah, it wasn't even that. I don't know. I've just always worn hats. I've always just liked wearing hats, I think. So for a long time in videos, yeah, I just always had it on. It's just like part of the uniform. And then after a while, I was like, fuck it, let me just take the hat off.
Yeah.
I remember like looking at some Oceans videos back in the day.
I was wearing striped tees.
Just about to say striped tees. Yeah.
That was definitely a lockdown-ish kind of thing.
Was it?
Yeah, lockdown, man. I was buying loads of. I was going crazy on StockX as well, just buying loads of shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Even though you couldn't go out and wear them.
I ended up selling like all of them because I bought like weird colours that didn't go with the stripes, and then it wasn't my style, so I ended up selling loads of them. I was going for long drives as well.
What you I won't call it advice, but like, what's your thing now? Like, in terms of buying stuff, like, do you find that you buy a lot of trainers? Like, what's your weakness?
I wouldn't say I buy a lot of clothes because I'm very particular, and I usually buy things that I'll wear for a long time. I've been wearing the same trainers, not the exact same pair, just the same. I buy the same pair every time. If that makes sense? Like, you know how Dr. Dre wears Air Forces.
Yeah,
I've done that for the same shoes for like the last 3-4 years.
I think I know what shoes
the same pair.
Did he kind of have like a? I don't know what brand they are, but I think I've seen him. Kind of resemble Vans,
like
in
Converse,
a small way. Is it? Yeah,
like
Converse.
the chunky Converse looking ones.
That's it.
You still rocking them?
Pretty much, man. That, or I got like some boots that I wear every now and again, but pretty much I've got like different pairs of that one now. So
nice.
Just keep it simple, man, innit?
I hear that.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you're not moving with like fast fashion where it's like every season you gotta get a bunch of new stuff. Do you follow trends like that?
Not trends, but I do like fashion a lot. I do like spending money on clothes. But that's the thing, like I might buy a piece which cost a lot of money, let's say 500.
Yeah.
But I'll wear that for a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2 years at least. Or if I don't wear it for 2 years, then I'll sell it anyway. I know I'll get my money back on it because it's worth something.
Right.
Whereas like H&M t-shirt, I wear that twice, it loses its shape. By the third time, like I wear it in the house sometimes and then I'll just throw it away. So I like to buy stuff that is quality. And I'm not gonna lie, like it might be expensive, but that's kind of my thing. Like I enjoy that, innit?
Yeah, well, buy cheap, buy twice, don't you? I always find that's the case. Like when I've cheaped out on clothes, or just not gone for quality. Like you say, you wear it a couple of times and then it just gets thrown. But yeah, it's not always about like how much you spend on that item, but you do kind of get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Like generally, you do tend to find that the higher quality stuff is obviously more expensive, but it lasts longer.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Yeah. I tested the waters, to be fair, because I'm in the same mindset as well. Like I just was like, I'm just gonna buy good clothes now. And then I kept getting Boohoo Man advertisements popping up on Instagram, and I was like, I like the look of some of this. I was like, I know it's gonna be shit, but let me just try and see how shit it is. And I bought just a plain white t-shirt, and it was supposed to be like a box fit one, like baggy but like box fit. And then I put it on, and it literally just looked like a toddler's t-shirt. It was like, kind of came up to like just below my belly button. It was like I could barely fit into it. It looked so stupid, man. It was like 3-4 quid or something. I was like, this is why I don't buy cheap stuff anymore.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. I feel like you definitely feel the difference as well when you buy a cheap t-shirt and one that costs a lot of money.
100%.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like sometimes I'll have like some sort of cheaper ones just so if I know I'm just wearing it like under a hoodie. You know, like in winter, you've always just got like an under t-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't mind them being a little cheaper, but if it's like summertime and it's the t-shirt that you're stepping outside in, they got to be good quality.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing merch?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to do it at one point. You
What
was
would you
doing your
do?
caps as well, right?
Just a very limited one. It was just like I only did like 30 and just sold them and didn't really restock. I think I
Yeah.
maybe did one for like a promo one time. It was like first, I can't remember how many people bought a bundle or something. They'd get a cap as well. It was something like that. But yeah, I think because I'm quite particular with clothes as well and that, like the fit of clothes. I never wanted to just do throwaway merch where it was like just cheap t-shirts and the fit wasn't right. You know, like when you go to a gig or a concert and you buy a t-shirt and it just feels a bit flimsy and then after a couple of washes it just shrinks. I didn't really want it like that. So
Yeah.
I was spending some time like trying to find like a good source of t-shirt and like hoodie and everything, and I found myself just spending a lot of money on getting loads of samples and stuff and nothing was quite right. So in the end I like spent a lot of money and still wasn't happy, and I was just like, why am I even doing this? I'm not trying to be a clothing company, so I just stopped in the end.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I
Yeah.
think merch to get right takes a lot of effort.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, seems kind of simple on the surface, you know, like you buy like Cole Buxton or like go on Dickies and stuff, and it just seems so simple. And then you start designing something, you're like, it just looks. I think for music producers, that's quite a fine line of like making it look corny and musical, like, and then actually making it look good and making it being like a T-shirt that someone actually wants to buy. I do like. I've seen Sonic's ones. They look kind of cool. They did like a merch drop recently, and I like the design on that. It was like quite artistic.
Oh, with Carvey, the sample god one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they look pretty cool actually. I don't know what he was using for the actual tees. I don't know if you like, because there's sites you can use like Printful, for example, where it's just kind of mailed to order. So if someone orders something on your site, it goes through to them, they print it and send it off. But I've tried loads of their like t-shirts and stuff.
What did you think?
Just wasn't feeling the fits. They weren't really modern fits. Like right now, like boxy, like oversized is in, and they're the kind of tees I like. Kind of like this, just like I like a collar like that.
Yeah.
I like a thick t-shirt, but all their stuff was quite small. It was like fit that was maybe 5 years ago when everyone was wearing like tight, slim fit. So I just couldn't find something that was on trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The fit is everything. The way how it just wraps around your body.
Definitely.
I think if we're gonna do that, we're gonna have to do it somewhat custom.
Yeah. I think you can use Alibaba. That was what I was using when I was getting samples, and I was finding like I was sending them the exact measurements for t-shirts that I liked, so I knew what kind of style I wanted, and I'd send them the measurements, give them all the descriptions, and then when they sent it back, it was just so different, and you had to pay quite a bit to get the sample made. And I tried like a few different manufacturers, and none of it was quite right. Once you actually get the perfect sample and like they make it the way you want it, it's quite cheap to buy in bulk from there at that point. But you just have to spend the money up front to like trying a few different manufacturers.
Yeah.
Have you ever been tempted to like
down the line?
Like let's say, I know like I quite like not for like it's like a bit cheaper, but Bershka do actually really good t-shirts. Have you ever been tempted to just buy, I don't know, like 50 of their like box fit t-shirts, like plain ones, and then just get them printed yourself, doing it that way?
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it like that, because like the t-shirts that I like to wear myself, like these plain ones, they're quite expensive to just have as a plain t-shirt. So then if I was going to get those and then print them, you'd have to sell them for like £40-50 to make any profit. So you can't really sell a t-shirt for £40-50 at this stage when you're not a fashion label anyway.
Yeah, it needs to make more sense.
But maybe there's cheaper options.
Yeah.
Because I think Producer Grind, I've ordered a hoodie from them in the past, and it has the Champion logo on the sleeve, so I know they use Champion stuff.
But some of those print-on-demand shops, they will use Guardian or Champion stuff.
Oh, did they use Champion? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
They'll use higher quality blanks.
Right.
Or branded blanks.
Yeah, I guess it's like in America how their workwear is like Carhartt. You know how Carhartt over here is like a fashion thing.
Dickies as well.
Like when you get over there, it's just like Dickies. Over there, it's just standard workwear. It's way cheaper.
Yeah, literally. I saw one of my boys spent like 200 quid on some Dickie trousers, and they had like the multicolored like two-tone ones with the patches, like kind of patchy trousers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he spent I think like 200, 250 on them. I was like, man, in the US, you could probably just get them for free through work or something.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive clothing or accessory you've bought before? And how much was it?
Good question. Clothing or accessory?
Yeah.
It's probably just a coat. I bought a coat.
Yeah, I was gonna say a coat.
Yeah.
I've had a Canada Goose.
Oh yeah.
But I bought it off my brother, so I didn't actually pay full price either.
Right.
So I might have paid like a few hundred for it, but I know I don't know what he paid a lot.
Yeah.
Cause I like good quality stuff, but I don't really buy like designer shit like Louis Vuitton and just like to that level. Cause I always think you only wear stuff for a little bit, don't you? Or maybe you're a different ocean, because obviously you buy stuff that lasts, but I think because fashion changes so much as well.
Yeah.
And like kicks, for example, like I love buying kicks, but I'm only buying like Nikes and stuff. Because I think if you buy like a designer pair of kicks, you spend like 500 on them, then in like 6 months time, that might not be the cool thing at that point, or you might not like them anymore, or you've scuffed them up too much because you keep going out in them, and it's like, spend another 500 now. Whereas at least with Nikes, it's like, all right, they're fucked up, but maybe I can just spend another 100 and then I've got a fresh pair.
Yeah. I hear that.
So yeah, maybe only like a few hundred.
I know Ocean's number's probably going to be high. I remember when I was on the Europe tour, I was like just roaming the streets in like Bottega boots or something. I was like, yeah,
that's probably the most expensive thing I bought.
How much were they?
How much were they?
They were probably about $1,000. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that those were like, about $1,000. The customer service was crazy.
Yeah.
The sales assistant gives you their WhatsApp. No, like good.
Oh,
they
wow.
give you the WhatsApp and they're like, any problems, contact us. Like, the experience of buying that was, I think not half the price, but a lot of the money that you pay on that was just through the customer service that they give you.
Yeah.
What was there to talk about? Size 9s. You got them in size 9s, mate. Then that's it.
No, she was really nice. Like, take a seat. Do you want some water while you wait?
I was expecting a foot massage and one of those little foot baths where the fish eat your dead skin. I'm expecting all of that for that price.
Yeah. Sit with them making the shoe around your foot.
I went with someone to buy something in the Prada store. It wasn't mine. It wasn't my thing. But they brought something. It was a bag for someone, and it was about $5,000 for the bag. And the service that they give you, that they come up with water bottles, have a convo. How's your day? Like, it's a bit different than just walking in Zara. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I guess they gotta make it worth
it. It's a whole
it
for experience.
Yeah, they gotta make it worth it, because
definitely.
Man, I ain't parting with $5,000 if I'm not getting treated right for a product.
All my money's going on house stuff these days, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's where all my funds are going. Yeah.
Interior
design.
That's
the only downside of buying a place, because I don't design it. Girlfriend designs it, and then I'm spending money.
I'm not gonna lie, I've proper been getting into interior design recently. Like, my whole Instagram feed is just living rooms.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just living rooms. I know.
I'll have to send you a picture of mine. We've just done ours as well.
Bro.
It is fun.
Give us the feedback.
Let's see what cushions you got.
Oh, the cushions are sick.
Yeah.
Fireplace is bad boy as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to see the colour scheme.
Boys, I'm going to have to run as well.
Yeah.
I've got to drive my dogs
same
to the
here.
vet. I've got an appointment in 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to bounce. You ain't even
Cool,
got a dog,
man.
why are you lying?
No, I got the kit dropping today, so I need to sort all that stuff out.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, yeah, good luck with the launch, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
We'll leave a link in the description for it as well, if it's dropping today, because this will be out on Monday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Alright.
Sick. All right, boys.
All right. Good catching up, boys.
See you guys
Speak
later.
soon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Peace.
take care, guys. See ya.